let's look at making some different objects in the scene that can link to the website for your game. You can use really any kind of object you want, so you could use something like this just basic poster right here, or you could use something that replicates of like different kinds of trade show booth architecture, or it could be like any kind of object, any kind of architecture, environmental models from your game, really anything you could put in here. So for this example, I'm just going to again use another kind of poster like this and bring in a different sample kind of image and show how that would link to something like an itch.io page. For this one, instead of re-importing the model, I'm just going to duplicate this poster model, and I'm going to change the texture that's on it and change what the behavior is. I'm going to bring up the scene objects. I'm going to go to my poster freestanding right here and just choose duplicate. Make another copy of it right next to the first one. Now I'm going to bring up the properties for this copy, and we're going to of course change the link giver so that instead of going to the GameFest website, it'll go to the website for some hypothetical game. So this is going to be an imaginary game called Lorem Ipsum, and I'm just going to put in itch.io for right now because there is no actual game website for this to go to. In this example, I just want to kind of show how this would work. Now we need to change the texture that's on here. And the way that we're going to do that is by examining the object structure for this object. So I'm going to select poster freestanding over here in the scene objects, go back up to tools and bring up object structure, and this shows you all the different component parts of that object. I'm going to right click on the very top level poster freestanding one and go to materials. I just want to note that this is not an option that you have on the sub parts, which is kind of interesting. So even though there are several different static meshes that are all part of this object, and all of those can have their own materials, the place where you actually get to change those materials is at the top level. But here again, actually see four materials, one for each mesh that's part of this object. So there's poster material, which is the thing that we actually care about. And there's actually three things that are all called Lambert 1, one for each of the other pieces of geometry. I'm going to go over here to Browse to choose a file to replace the albedo map for poster material. I'm going to choose this file, example game poster, let's see, 1080 by 1700. And you can see it's already appeared over here in my scene. I'll go ahead and save it, and then build it, and then try it out. All right, let's go ahead and test it. So, you see when I move my mouse over the poster, I get this little click me message. Click that. And then let's take a look in the chat, and here is the URL. And click that and it'll go to whatever your website is.